one thing that wasn't discussed recently, but it was a major topic in this channel, and also before that, actually in the YouTube channel, in the Facebook channel, Twitter channel, is the issue of the asteroids. They are on the way, and you cannot know when they will hit you, because their speed is varied. Of course, they are. I mean, it's not. It's they were launched by the Cubes. I mean, and you understand it because there are at least 5 big ones that are on the way, and that they will hit the Earth. I mean, one after the other, and it's not a coincidence, of course. But the obvious maybe should be stated: asteroids, they break on impact. Most, I mean, not always, but many times they do. Certainly, if they are made of ice, and at least 1 or 2 of the bigger ones are made of ice. It will be the ultimate ice bucket challenge. And the shards can fall. They fall in chaotic way. Chaotic, not in the way it's like spiritual or mythological, but in the mathematical sense. Like, it's a chaotic process that, I mean, cannot be calculated currently by humans. So I mean, both the heating, like the impact places, and the speed is something that you cannot calculate and cannot even like predict, because this can always change. I mean, according to the wish of the Cubes. And why do I say that? Because right now, I mean, there is kind of like, I mean, a situation where the radiation is used as an excuse not to rescue me and my daughters using military operation. But you should know that, yeah, I've said that there is like the fallback plan that is wait until, like, I mean, the radiation just, I mean, kills everybody in Israel, and then just, I mean, take my daughters and the mothers, like, I mean, to Egypt, like drive to Egypt, using, you know, road the Kvish Arava, which I've done it many times. Not to Egypt, but I mean to Eilat. But this is not a preferable option, because in doing such an apocalypse, many people all over the world will die as well. We will still need to get out of here because there will be nothing in Israel. But I mean, the preferable option is not to wait for this apocalypse, but to actually rescue us. And also, it should be said that if you wait like a week, I mean, you don't know how much the asteroids will actually advance toward Earth during this week. You cannot calculate it, because it's the speed is changed by, you know, it might be that, I mean, during this week they will advance like, I don't know, light year. You can't, like, and I assure you that, I mean, every time that you spend on discussions, one of the, I mean, the consequences is that the asteroids are getting closer to Earth, and you lose time that you could have used to at least save part of humanity, or to think of a contingency plan. Even though, of course, like Armageddon style is out of the question, don't even think about it. But there are ways that you can save some of your people, but the most important asset that you need in order for that to happen is time, and you lose time because, I mean, the speed is increased because I am not rescued from the Nazi prison. Now some people say, but I mean, you know, the radiation now, I mean, makes it impossible for Titans or hybrids to actually enter Israel because they are dead by the radiation. So first of all, of course it's like that, and it was always like that, even 100 years ago, since the first starship arrived. The radiation did not only occur now or only during the 1980s. It was a cyclical event, not to the same extent, but it was a cyclical event, and always the ones that were most affected are the Titans and the hybrids. And they don't have like a way to actually mitigate it, mostly by trying to just fleeing to Venus. And this could have been like done in advance because of the cyclical nature of the event. That was, I mean, supposed like to to prove humans that this is done by, when sentient creatures that are punishing you. But after the discovery of the pulsars, sometimes during the 20th century, it's kind of like the assholes only used like the predictability is kind of like a proof that maybe it's like some kind of like a spinning celestial body that emits waves in kind of like predictable patterns. Whatever you do, people will find like a way out to interpret it in the most stupid and selfish way. Anyway, of course, this radiation is required because all these hybrids and titans, they did not move an arm or leg to help me throughout my life. They only tortured me. And now what they want, if they are even alive outside of Israel, what they want more than everything is the tea. And I had, until very recently, tremendous amount of the tea in the containers. Almost nothing is left, but even what now is left is still a tremendous amount. Even though just a bit of what was actually existed. So, it makes sense that, if it was possible for them to live in Israel, even like for a short while, to exist in Israel, so titans and like hybrids from all over the world would have immediately come to Israel to hunt me, and to take it from me, and to kill me in the process, because it's not that they liked me or loved me. They knew about the fact that I'm a prisoner of war in a Nazi prison all my life, and they didn't care at all about it. These are the people, so certainly, if there wasn't the radiation, all of them would just, kill me. So this radiation is necessary in order for me to exist, to live. So what is expected of humans to do? To use the military forces. You don't have to use your titans if you actually have, maybe you don't even have titans. Anyway, use your military force. So you say that your soldiers are afraid of the Israeli titans because they are aliens or robots or whatever, or hybrids or whatever. So fine, do it while you are afraid. Humans can operate. They can perform also. When they are afraid. So do it while you are afraid. Again, I should say that as is depicted very convincingly in the famous 1987 documentary Predator or The Predator, it's certainly possible for even for just a single Commando Homo sapiens to overcome an hostile predator. So I don't see a reason why shouldn't a modern army of the military force of Homo sapiens cannot overcome a group of prostitutes in Israel. I just don't see any reason. And if they are afraid, fine. So do it while you are afraid. It's okay to be afraid, but it's not okay to move your lips and tongues and mouths while humanity comes to its end. This is not okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's not okay to just wait for the end of humanity while you move your disgusting mouths and tongues.